morning, sweet people. Let's make us some deviled eggs. I've already boiled these things for about 10 minutes. And remember, you're not supposed to use fresh eggs for deviled eggs. Some of y'all might not know that, but it's the truth. I'm trying to thaw out some okra over there. I've got it in a colander, and I'm gently taking out the yolks like this with this little spoon so that my little egg will be right here. I'm going to go ahead and put it on my platter. When you're boiling eggs, you boil them, and if you're going to do boiled eggs or deviled eggs, remember, don't get the fresh ones. Go to the grocery store, buy you some eggs, or use your ones from your coop, whatever. And go ahead when you do that. Let me get over here and look like this where I can work better. And let them sit in your refrigerator for about a week before you start making deviled eggs. So if you're going to a church thing and you're trying to make some, don't use fresh ones. They don't peel as good. So what I do is I get mine real hot in the water, and I let them boil for about 10 minutes. I like a hard-boiled one for this. And then what I do is I take them over to the sink in that boiler. I pour off the water, that hot water. I pour it off. And I immediately put cold water out of my tap in it. Then I pour that water off and I do that about 3 times. That's to cool that egg off really quickly. And when I crack the egg, I do like this. I go all over that thing and work it with my hand and everything else to get that shell really loose. And then what I do is I start peeling it. And I peel them under water. The water works like a lubricant, and it pulls off that membrane, which if you can ever get under that membrane, honey, you are home free. It'll peel right then. I only had 2 eggs this morning that didn't want to peel, and they look awful. And I guess I used Hannah's eggs, so I don't know how fresh they were. See, that's the problem. I don't know if that chicken just laid that egg or what she did. Whoop. Wrong bowl, Brenda. Here's one of them that didn't do good. See how it does like, y'all ever had yours to do like that? That's what happens when the egg is fresh. It just does not want to let go. But mine always lets go. I mean, I don't have any problem with it. But that's what happened. Okay. Ooh, that was a double yolk. Look at that. No, it didn't. That's one. It's crazy. This was not right. I'll pull that out so I'll have somewhere to put some goodie in there. The yolk was at one end of that thing. Okay. Now then. After you've done this, take your fork and mash it up really super good, like that. You can, that egg that didn't do good at the end, you can cut it up real tiny and put it back in your stuff right here if you want to, like that thing right there. I'm not going to. I'm going to eat that. I'll just eat it. I've already had 2 eggs this morning. All right, now that I've kind of sort of got it, not real good, but I've kind of sort of got it. You want it real smooth. So next, let's get out our mayonnaise. Okay, I've got some mayonnaise. I don't know how much to tell you to put in there because you're going to have to kind of judge it about how many eggs you're making, darling. But you can tell by the creaminess if it's ready or not. Okay, now I'm going to kind of do that around with my yolk some. Kind of tender it up real good. Got my ham in the oven. We love ham with deviled eggs and deviled eggs with ham. Do y'all like it like that? You know, our mothers, if we'll think back to when our mothers were living and they were with us, some of you are mothers, and your children, let me tell you, they're going to remember what you served with what. In other words, my mother, she always, as far as I can remember, she served macaroni cheese with ham. Now, that's what she did. She loved that macaroni cheese with ham, and all the cheese, she'd make it so cheesy and so good. When I was a little girl, I didn't like cheese. I wanted to like Mama's cheese and macaroni because it looked so good. But I don't know, I just couldn't do it. But now that I'm a grown-up, I love cheese, and I love all kinds of cheeses. So introduce your children to different foods. Don't keep them on baby food too long, or they'll just be picky as they can be. And if all you're serving them is McDonald's and Hardee's and all the restaurants that serve hamburgers and tater tots, if that's all you're serving your children, then that's all they're going to want. So y'all need to kind of think about that a little bit. Let me get me out a clean fork. All right, now I'm putting my pickle relish in here, and I don't use pickleettes because they're bigger. The pickle relish is cut up really small. You may want to be doing your own. And you just judge how many of those too. I do not put salt in my deviled eggs. I just never have. But you go ahead and do that if you want to, and doctor it up like you like it. You could put shrimp in it, or a little ham, or some different cheeses, all kinds of stuff. You just fix it any old way you want to. All right, there we go. And it looks real smooth. I think I got plenty of mayo in it. And the pickles look like they're about right. I'm still using the back of my fork here. Okay, now then, let's get our spoon back out. Where was it? Right here. All right, this is a little teaspoon. It works really super good when you're doing deviled eggs. Let me get another one to kind of help me. I love my teaspoons. I sure do. All right, let me straighten these up a little bit. They're kind of heavy on this side. All right, so what I do is I just get a spoonful of goody, and I take the other spoon and just rake it off in that little hole right there. And you'll have enough, so don't skimp on it, because you've got all that mayonnaise in there and pickles, and you got all those egg yolks, so you don't think that you're going to run out. You're not going to run out. Matter of fact, I usually have a little left that I can snack on. If you're going to I'm going to put these in the refrigerator, and I don't put my paprika on mine until I take them out, because I've learned through the years that if you put your paprika on right after you make it and then put it in the refrigerator, it's like it kind of, I don't know, it kind of melts like or something, and it just, it doesn't look nice and fresh. So I don't put mine on till the very last, okay? This is a real quick and easy little thing. When we're at church and we're having a homecoming or something like that, and you can have, I don't know, several people that bring deviled eggs, and at the end, there's not a one left. People love them. So this is something you can make and that people will enjoy. You can make it the day before, but like I say, just don't put your paprika on it to the last second. And you can put some little celery leaves around it and stuff like that to make your presentation pretty. But they will love it, and I hope my little guests today enjoy these deviled eggs as much as I'm going to enjoy them. We can thank Hannah's chickens today for these. They laid some pretty eggs. All right, y'all, let's look over it now because we still got some stuff left. See here? And see which one needs a little extra. Like this one, I think, needs some. We don't want anybody to get shunned, that's for sure. When they pick up an egg, we want them to get plenty of egg on it. That one. Okay. We're going to eat these in just about a couple, 3 hours, so I'm not going to cover them up. I'm just going to put them in the refrigerator just like that. I'm not going to cover them up and smash it all down. Okay. All right, that's about as clean as I can get that bowl. And see, everybody's got a lot. Like that. And there are your little deviled eggs. But now remember, please don't try to do them with fresh eggs. Go ahead and buy your eggs and let them sit in the refrigerator for a week. They'll be fine. And then when the weekend comes, you can do you a big platter of these. Get you a bigger platter than this. I don't even know how many I did, but I've got about 3 over here that tore up. So you always do some extra, just in case. Y'all have a great day, and enjoy those deviled eggs. Love you. Bye-bye.